As a seasoned film critic with years of experience under my belt, I must say that the potential sequel to Canary Black seems to hold great promise for both fans of the genre and those seeking a more nuanced narrative. The cliffhanger ending of the first film leaves us with many unanswered questions, particularly about Avery's husband, Callie, and their tumultuous relationship. Beware major plot revelations about Canary Black ahead. The movie starring Tate Beckinsale as CIA agent Avery unveils a shocking twist concerning the enigmatic assassin Callie in the final act. Unfortunately, this surprise comes too late in the film. Uh, in Canary Black, Avery must turn rogue to rescue her abducted husband, David. Rupert Friend. This is the latest action-packed thriller from director Pierre Morel, who has a knack for movies featuring actors like Sean Penn or Liam Neeson engaged in high-octane fighting and shooting scenes, uh, and without a doubt, given her extensive history of combating vampires and werewolves in the Underworld series, Beckinsale is well versed in action. So she stands out as Canary Black's shining moment, compensating for the story's uh, inconsistencies or reliance on genre stereotypes. The conclusion of Canary Black leaves no doubt about the film's intentions to establish a franchise. Uh, Indeed, Avery manages to prevent catastrophe and is subsequently enlisted into a clandestine organization. As a result, notably, Avery discovers that her husband, David, was secretly the elusive assassin Callie she had pursued for years. Canary Black's Callie twist is far too obvious. Maybe Kate Beckinsale's Avery isn't such a great spy after all. Uh, Avery is like a female version of Jack Bauer in many ways, excelling in physical fights, shooting, and strategic thinking over her opponents. However, her one vulnerability lies in her deep affection for David. When Canary Black's villains abduct him and set a time limit for Avery to retrieve a crucial item for them, the story unfolds with limited scenes of their romantic moments before David is taken away. Um, as the series progresses, Rupert Friend's character spends most of the story off screen. Unfortunately, when it's revealed in the third act that David has been playing the role of Callie all along, this twist fails to surprise viewers at all. By now, viewers who have watched multiple spy thrillers might have realized that David is not entirely what he seems. Um, he appears to be a, a an ideal husband, but his perfection raises suspicions. An actor of David Schwimmer's talent is not just going to be um, confined to spending an hour tied up. Furthermore, the emphasis placed on Kaylee in this Kate Beckinsale action movie early on, and the fact that he's a mystery suggests that someone will eventually be revealed as the killer. Uh, in essence, viewers are likely to guess that David is Callie much earlier than Avery does. And if not immediately evident from his initial appearance, the film allows viewers too much leeway to deduce the Callie twist for themselves. This leaves the main character, Avery, in an awkward situation of being significantly behind the audience's understanding. making it seem like she isn't as skilled a spy as her portrayal suggests. Revealing the truth about David earlier uh, would have improved Canary Black's story. A simple change could have bumped Canary Black up a couple marks. In the title character, Canary Black, we find an innovative plot device or MacGuffin that sets the stage for the high stakes drama in the third act. However, the script seems to lean heavily on um, familiar storytelling elements, such as the reveal of David's true identity, um, the moment where he demonstrates his deadly assassin abilities to save Avery from imminent death feels surprising, but unfortunately, it appears that the series has merely matched the expectations of viewers who have been watching similar content on Amazon. Um, um, in other words, had Canary Black acted more covertly in that situation, Avery could have uncovered the truth regarding Kali's connection to the Russian mafia and his outstanding debt earlier that they stole. This revelation would have placed her in a difficult position as she would be forced to rescue a cold-blooded killer who is also the man she adores. This unexpected turn of events would have added an engaging element to the story, as it would show Avery's determination to save her husband while simultaneously seeking answers about the authenticity of their relationship. In addition, it could be said that if Canary Black's CIA superiors had known she was married to Callie, it would have given them a sense of justification for uh, their relentless pursuit. However, Canary Black seems to expend a significant amount of effort in hiding a twist in the plot that many viewers might figure out on their own. How Canary Black's sequel tease sets up a more interesting film. Canary Black 2 could be an even darker Mr. and Mrs. Smith, besides Avery, receiving a job offer from MC6 Leader Mills. She has also been grappling with her spouse vanishing following their joint victory against the villains. David Callie pleads with Avery to flee together, yet she logically declines because their relationship's trust is shattered. He leaps into a nearby river to evade capture. But Avery, finding David's wedding ring on a bridge in the closing scene, hints that he remains at large. Uh, this leaves a potential equal with an intriguing hook. Uh, it sounds like Avery new gig will basically make her a full-time assassin, so a sequel that finds her reuniting with David or being forced to work with him has some potential. Uh, it could be a darker take on where Avery fights against her conflicting emotions for David Kelly while he works to win her back or sets her up for another betrayal. Uh, this certainly feels like a less hackneyed approach than overly familiar plot, though, time will tell if a sequel happens.